Antoine Semenyo. Some call him the best player in the Premier League currently. While looking into his stats, this season Semenyo has been involved in 81.8% of the team's actual goals, which is 10% higher than second place Anthony. What does this tell you about him? Well, if we dig even further, Semenyo has scored 10 of Bournemouth's last 18 Premier League goals while assisting 4 more. That's Ballon d'Or worthy. Obviously, he plays for Bournemouth, which are not considered a top 6 side. However, they are technically in the top 4 right now. He's able to dominate physically, and if we look at his speed, it doesn't upset Bournemouth fans because his fastest top speed this season alone was 34.2 kilometers per hour, while only 5 players in the league have actually made more sprints than his 152. Well, he's able to score with both his left and right, and even with his head. So, you know, this is a generationally underrated player, but, well, he was until now, because everyone's talking about him. Semenyo began his professional career at Bristol City FC, who are obviously a championship club, with loan spells to Bath City and Newport County, where he did produce some good moments, like at Newport County. He featured in 32 games and got 6 goals and 2 assists, which, yeah, a quarter of the games he played in, he got a goal contribution. However, in 7 games for Sunderland, he didn't really cook anything up. But at Bristol City, he did eventually impress, with him collating 21 goals and 21 assists in 125 games played. Bournemouth saw the potential in him, so in the summer of 2023 they decided to sign him for £10.5 million, and now they won't accept anything less than £75 million, which is crazy to be honest. This is now only his 3rd season at the club, and in his 3 seasons at Bournemouth, he's featured in 98 games, and in those games he got 28 goals and 13 assists. But that doesn't really paint the whole picture, because he has only recently become one of the top 5 players in the league. In his debut season in the Premier League, he got 8 goals and 2 assists in 32 matches, so, you know, he started to build a bit of, you know, significance within the team, also picking up 6 yellow cards in that time. He played almost every single match, only missing 1 game, and in that time he contributed 11 goals and 5 assists, helping them finish 9th last season under Iraola. However, after a summer of key departures such as Dean Huijsen to Real Madrid, Jadon Anthony moving over to Burnley, which actually he has succeeded there so far, and Zabani being sold to PSG, and this is just some examples. A lot of people expected Bournemouth to be in the bottom 5, and frankly that they've exceeded all expectations, and we can partly put this down to one guy, and I think you already know. The man who's helping everyone's FPL, Antoine Semenyo. In 8 matches played so far in the Premier League this season, which is every single game at the time of recording, he's gotten already 6 goals and 3 assists. Yes, you could say that he got 2 of those 9 goal contributions in that first game against Liverpool. He was easily the best player on the pitch there by far. I know disrespect to all the Bournemouth players that are obviously helping him achieve this. He gets the most forward passes on Bournemouth, so obviously we can see him as the star man, but the reason why they trust him so much is because of how much he's cooking. I mean, just look at these stats per 90, and this is based on the last 3,226 minutes that he's played, compared to his positional peers in the men's top 5 leagues. Very high percentile for non-penalty goals, shots that he's actually trying. His assists could be improved on. He's obviously able to take on his defender effectively, carry the ball forward, and even in defensive attributes such as tackles, blocks, clearances, aerials won, he's very capable of doing that, which shows really how he's an all-round player. Could we see him actually win the Premier League Player of the Season? If he continues like this, yes. I do believe he'll win the Player of the Month for October, but I'm not sure if he'll win the Player of the Season. I do think, though, if Bournemouth go on some kind of cup run or finish in the top 6, we could see Semenyo actually feature at the Ballon d'Or ceremony, but that's a bit too ambitious, isn't it? Semenyo currently is having a better season than 99% of players in the world, so respect.